You're watching a K-drama and a character delivers a line that just hits you. You can feel the power behind it, even if you don't know the exact words. You just know something big just happened. Well, today we are diving right into the fire of Itaewon Class to unpack the real language that gives the show its incredible, rebellious soul. And it all kicks off with this one iconic line. Ppeon-ppeon-hada. Eoma-eoma-hage. Shamelessly? Nope. Tremendously. Now, this isn't just some cool comeback, you guys. This is basically a mission statement. And by the end of this, you're going to understand exactly why it's so powerful. Hey, everyone, and welcome. Our mission here is really simple. We want to help you master real, practical Korean with the exact same bold confidence as the characters you absolutely love. We're going to learn how to be as clear as Park Saeroyi and as confident as Yi-seo. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. First up, we're jumping into the core vocabulary that really powers the rebellious energy of Itaewon Class. These are not your standard textbook words, okay? This is the language of defiance. So our first word is Eoma-eoma-hada. Now, this is what you use when something is so massive, so huge in scale that it just leaves you speechless. Think mind-blowing or tremendous. It's the perfect word for when big just doesn't cut it. And what's really cool is how you can use this for so many things in daily life. You could use it for that ridiculously long line for coffee, you know the one, or a massive pile of homework, or even an unbelievable amount of money. Pretty much anything that feels overwhelmingly huge. Okay, picture this. You see a burger that's literally the size of your head. You wouldn't just say it's big, right? No way. You'd say, whoa, this burger is Eoma-eoma-hae. See? It just perfectly captures that feeling of complete awe and shock. All right, let's move on to our next keyword, Ppeon-ppeon-hada. This one's for someone who acts boldly, but with absolutely no sense of shame or embarrassment. Think shameless, thick-skinned, or someone who has some serious nerve. Oh, and trust me, you'll find plenty of moments to use this one. You know, when someone tells a total lie and doesn't even flinch, that's Ppeon-ppeon-hada. Or that friend who eats your fries without asking and acts like it's totally normal. Yep, that's a classic Ppeon-ppeon-han move. Now for a word that is a huge cultural term, Kkondae. You might be tempted to translate it as boomer, but it's actually way more specific. A Kkondae is a condescending person, usually older, who's totally stuck in their ways and insists that their way is the only right way. In Itaewon Class, the main villain, Eojeong-jeong, is the ultimate Kkondae. His whole rigid, my way or the highway mindset is the very thing that fuels Saeroyi's rebellion. It drives the entire plot. You are going to hear this word a lot, especially when people are talking about work or family dynamics. It's a really powerful word people use to push back against that old-school authoritarian way of thinking. So the main takeaway here is nobody wants to be called a Kkondae. So you see, these aren't just vocabulary words. They're like little weapons in a huge cultural shift. Let's dig into the mindset behind them, which is really all about the clash between the old guard and the new MZ generation. That's what Korea calls millennials and Gen Z combined, a generation known for being digital first and for rejecting those old traditional hierarchies. And this just lays out the central conflict perfectly. On one side, you've got Ppeon-ppeon-hada, which means doing things by the law. You know, follow the old rules, respect the hierarchy, the whole Kkondae way. But on the other side, you've got 내 방식, or my way, forging your own path, valuing your own personal style. This right here is the battleground of Itaewon Class. For Korea's MZ generation, the ultimate goal, the new cool, is to be myongwa. That's clear, direct, and refreshing. The opposite of that, and the thing you want to avoid at all costs, is being Eojeong-jeong, which means lukewarm, vague, and indecisive. Being bold and direct isn't seen as rude, it's respected. So, you've got the words and you understand the cultural mindset, but how do you actually put them into action? Let's get practical and look at the grammar that turns these ideas into bold statements. Okay, here's a super useful grammar hack for you. The tege rule. This is how you turn an adjective, a describing word, into an adverb, which describes an action. It's kind of like adding li in English. All you do is take an adjective like Ppeon-ppeon-hada, drop the da at the end, and add tege, and boom, you get Ppeon-ppeon-hage, shamelessly. Easy, right? And this pattern works for so many words. 예쁘다, beautiful, becomes
예쁘게, beautifully. 깨끗하다, clean, becomes 깨끗하게, cleanly. And 행복하다, happy, becomes 행복하게, happily. It's a simple little formula for making your language so much more dynamic.
Hey, remember that word we want to avoid, Eojeong-jeong? Well, using our new grammar rule, it becomes Eojeong-jeong-hage, and this describes doing something in that undesirable, lukewarm, non-committal way. It's the action of being stuck right in the middle. All right, you've got the vocabulary, you have the cultural context, and now you even have the grammar. Let's pull it all together into your very own Rebel Language Toolkit. So here it is, your toolkit for speaking with the true spirit of Itaewon Class. Just remember, for something tremendous, you've got Eoma-eoma-hada. For someone acting shamelessly, that's Ppeon-ppeon-hada. To call out that preachy, hierarchical attitude, you now have the word Kkondae. And to turn any of these ideas into an action, your go-to grammar tool is adding 시원하게. Just knowing these will make your Korean sound so much more 명쾌. You know, this is really what it all comes down to. The language we've gone over today is about so much more than just words. It's about embodying a spirit, being bold and principled, just like Park Saeroyi, and being unapologetically clear and direct, like Yi-seo. I want to leave you with this really powerful line from the drama. It's a mother's wish for her daughter. She says, "I hope you don't grow up Eojeong-jeong-hage." She's not just talking about a career or a relationship. She's talking about life. Don't live it in a lukewarm, indecisive way. So, I'm going to turn that question to you. You have the words now, you understand the mindset. So how will you use them to make your own voice and your own actions more clear and bold? If this helped you connect a little deeper with the world of K-dramas, make sure you subscribe for more secrets hidden in the language. Next time, we are diving into another massive hit show. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you then.